Molweni manene na manene kazi. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another show. I am Drux Malan, the ring correspondent for South Africa. I also write a blog, www.couchpotatofightguru.blogspot.com. You can see me here on YouTube at Drux Unboxing. Please give us a like, please give us a share, please give us a subscribe if you feel that the material is worthy of your attention. Molweni abantu abase monti, manene na manene kazi, namkele kile kwinkubu yetu. Ngalem pela wekin gomsongolo sislanu sisonke sizakubukela u Xolisani no meva Ndongeni Silva no Devin Haney Paya America. All you guys from East London, I know you've the Mecca of boxing. You're going to be watching along with me, your favorite son, Xolisani Nomeva Ndongeni, when he gets his big break fighting on Showtime against fellow undefeated lightweight Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney is being touted as the next big thing in America. He's ranked number 8 in the world by Ring Magazine in the lightweight division. He is 20-0, undefeated, 13 knockouts, and Xolisani Ndongeni is also undefeated, 25-0 with 13 knockouts, but he's treated almost as an afterthought by Showtime. It's going to be on that major pay channel in America, which is a great exposure. But why is he almost an afterthought, like Howard Cosell used to say, and Joe Frazier is also here? The reason for that is he has been treading water in his career the last 2 years. He went overseas to America, beat Juan Garcia Mendez, was 19-1 at the time. He won on points, but since then his career has stalled. He's only fought once in 2017, twice in 2018 against sort of local, continental, very run-of-the-mill type of opposition. So at least he kept busy, which is or sort of busy, which is a lot better than doing nothing, but nothing that enhanced his status in terms of skill or world standing. And that, I think that's why he's being overlooked. But that could be a good thing. I think all in all, if we look at Ndongeni's record, his best win is probably a decision over two-time world champion Mzonke. But he's been a two-time South African champion. He's had a slew of continental and international titles. He's held the minor IBO belt. So he's done everything except establish himself as a real top 10 world contender, or and fight and win a recognized major world title. Now, if he beats Haney, he's on his way to doing that. He'll definitely break into the top 10 for sure. And so, what does Xolisani Ndongeni bring to a fight? He's a boxer puncher, 13 knockouts in his 25 wins. He's not a let's hit him and go home and break open the champagne kind of puncher, but he's got a respectable punch. He is not dissimilar to Devin Haney in style. He likes to throw that up jab, and he's got explosive combinations. A very, very good boxer when he's switched on. When he is not so switched on, I think he fights up and down to the level of his opposition. He didn't look very good against an Namibian opponent in Pretoria last year. He tends to sometimes lunge and reach and make stupid mistakes. And that is what he can't afford to do here against Devin Haney, but I don't think he will. He's got the Smiths in his corner. They're also experienced campaigners. He will bring his A game. Devin Haney, on the other hand, he is 20-0 with 13 knockouts. He's ranked number 8 in the world by Ring Magazine, but he's only really stepped up his opposition in his last 2 bouts. If you just look at his form, how he's physically looked at the ring, and his performance, I can see what the hype is all about. He's got quick hands, he's got quick feet, he's got a really educated jab. He can throw it in many different ways. He likes it down here by the hip. He fights in that Philly with shoulder roll, Floyd Mayweather kind of style. Very awkward. In his second to last fight, he fought Mason Menard. He completely took him out of a fight, moved like he wanted to in the ring, and kept him plodding after him, and completely outboxed Menard until he took too much punishment. His corner pulled him out after the 9th round. And then Juan Carlos Burgos, who's a 3-time world title challenger, tough guy, but mostly his best fights were at super featherweight. He got as far as getting a draw in a WBO title with Rocky Martinez. There he was forced to fight a lot more. He was pushed by Burgos, but he still won quite easily. So he can fight in the pocket. He can also fight on the back foot. He can give you different kind of looks. But I think if I have to choose between those two looks of Haney, he looks a bit more comfortable on the back foot to me, like he did against Menard when he looked against Burgos. That's a hunch. He fought well both times, so it's difficult to tell. So for Xolisani and Ndongeni, if he wants to win this, what does he need to do? Now he's up against it here because Devin Haney is a house fighter with a big promotional push behind him. He's also the promoter of a fight, so they have to make the assumption that every close round is going to go the way of Haney. So having a technical, my jab, your jab, I hit you, you hit me kind of chess match, he's just not going to win a decision like that. So he needs to draw Haney in to fighting with him where they can exchange and he can lay some hands on Haney. He's going to need to hit Haney a lot to have an effect. I don't think he's got that one punch. Now he can do that either by stacking out the center of the ring. Don't plod after him like Mason Menard did. I don't think Nomeva will do that because he's a lot more dynamic, better feet, better head movement. But make him come to you. Force him to be the aggressor. If Haney doesn't take that bait, and I don't think he will, then it's up to Xolisani and Ndongeni to go after him, but he's got to do so intelligently. He's got to cut off the ring, move side to side, move his head. What I've noticed about Haney is he likes moving to his left all the time. So he's going to be moving towards Xolisani and Ndongeni's right. So if I was Nomeva, I'd throw a lot of rights to the head and body. And then if you force Haney to go to circle the other way to his right, he tends to take a few steps back before he starts circling again. That's maybe where he can come in with left hooks to the head and body. He's going to have to throw punches and bunches because Haney's got that sideways style. He's going to have to go upstairs, get the hands up, go downstairs, or reverse that sequence of punches. If he can do that a lot and force Haney out of his comfort zone, I think he's got a chance in the fight. Devin Haney, I think, is a quicker guy. His hands are quicker to me, looking from TV, of course. His feet are quicker. So he should just not underestimate Ndongeni. And I think there might be a chance that he might do that because he says he doesn't. Of course, he will say that in an interview, but the hype is so about Haney in this fight, and Ndongeni is just an afterthought that he might fall into that trap. But if he stays poised behind his jab, he just boxes with Xolisani and Ndongeni and then turns up the heat later after he's seen what he's got, he should be able to win this fight. It depends on which fighter is going to take the control away from the other fighter. I think overall in his career, Xolisani Ndongeni's got the experience. He is more seasoned. He's seen more different types of style. And although the guys he fought were not well known in America, over here we know Jasper Soroka, Thompson, Mukwana, those kind of guys. We know they're not world beaters, but they're tough fighters. I think they're overall tougher than the guys Haney fought before he stepped up and fought Mason Menard and Juan Carlos Burgos. Now, so the thing is, unfortunately, Ndongeni lost the momentum here in the last 2 years of his career, but and Haney's definitely got the momentum behind him. He stepped up in those 2 years, but overall, Ndongeni has got some experience to draw from. So I give him a chance. Will he do it though? I've been accused of being partisan about South African fighters, and I won't deny it. It's hard to remain impartial sometimes. If you look at the message boards there at East London Boxing on Facebook, these guys are convinced, or many of them are convinced, Ndongeni is going to wipe the floor with Devin Haney. That's not going to happen, I'm sorry. But he does have a chance to win. Do I think he will win? That's the question. Luckily, I'm as wrong as often as anybody else, but I think this is the right opportunity at the right time for Xolisani, Nomeva and Ndongeni. His nickname means for wasp. I hope he stings. He'll have to sting often against Devin Haney. But I'm afraid he's at the wrong place, not necessarily America, but on a card promoted by the guy he's fighting. He's fighting the house fighter. He's at the wrong place with the wrong kind of opponent in front of him. Boxers don't like to be boxed. I would rather have seen Xolisani and Ndongeni fight a guy like now the ex-WBO lightweight champion like Ray Beltran. I think Ndongeni does better with come forward kind of guys. So Haney has got a tricky style. He's not easy to fight, and he's got everything behind him here. So I'm going to go for Devin Haney to win a decision tomorrow evening. I hope I'm wrong. But even if Xolisani Ndongeni loses a competitive fight on a big channel in America like Showtime, it's going to be a lot better for him than had he stayed here at home defending WBF titles that nobody really cares about. So I wish him well. I'm going to have to pick Devin Haney in this fight, but I hope that I'm wrong. But until then, keep your hands up and enjoy the fights.